Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. It is 6:01, and I'm glad that you guys are all here. Please disregard all my banter at the beginning of class, but if you've been to class with me before, that's pretty normal. My name is Leah, and I'm really excited to have you all here. Does Kristen have a tiny dog? Sorry, I get distracted easily. We have an hour together here for Power Flow, and we'll just go ahead and get started in Child's Pose. Yeah, and it's Monday, guys. Like another week here in this space together. And just start by taking a couple full body breaths. Take a breath in through your nose and sigh it out your mouth. And do that again. Breathe in through your nose and sigh it out your mouth. One more time. Fill everything up and then empty it all out. Then come into downward facing dog. Yeah, and any movement that feels really good for you on this Monday. You can pedal out the legs. Yeah, if it feels good to lift a leg or stack your hips. Nice, Emily, you can do that. And then walk your feet to your hands. Take ragdoll at the top of your mat. And then sway from side to side. Like really allow yourself to move here. And shake your head, yes and no. And then shake it yes again, just for a good measure. Good luck. Ground down through your feet. Reach your arms straight up, extended mountain pose. And then bring your hands to heart center and close your eyes. And I just want you to start this practice really just by thinking about what you want from this practice today. Like you can call it intention setting, right? It can be a word or a thing. But what do you want from this practice? And we'll start all together with the sound of one Om. Breathe in. Extended mountain pose, reach up, breathe in. Fold forward on your exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, step or jump back. Yeah, upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. And then take 3 breaths here. And see if you can land here in a place of stillness. Take a breath in and a breath out. One more, fill up. Empty. Inhale to your toes, bend your knees, look forward, step or jump forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Mountain pose, reach up, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Upward facing dog in. Downward facing dog. And then 3 breaths. Yeah, and on these, like, see if you can find stillness. Right, in this time of quarantine, I've wanted to like move and fidget, but can you just find the breath? Take a breath in and breathe out. Inhale to your toes, bend your knees, look forward, jump forward. Halfway lift, forward fold, extended mountain, reach up, bow forward, exhale. Halfway lift in, chaturanga, breathe out. Upward facing, press the earth away. Downward facing, hips lift high. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale to your toes, bend your knees, jump. Halfway, forward fold, mountain, rise up, bow forward, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, rise, bend, float to your hands. Halfway lift, forward fold, extended mountain, rise up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. And now breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, lift, bend, move. Halfway, forward fold, chair pose. Yeah, and make this first chair like really strong and powerful, right? By grounding your heels into the mat and then squeeze your thigh bones in. Like there was that $1,200 stimulus check in between your legs. Yeah, and then you could really squeeze onto that tight. Yeah, now sit your booty down low, nice Carly. Take a breath in and a breath out. Do that one more time. And now fold forward on your exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Move through upward facing, downward facing, warrior one, right leg. Nice, Kristen. Yeah, get really low in the hips on your warrior one. So you want to accomplish that by stacking the right knee on top of the right ankle. Power through the legs. So press both your heels straight down. Take a breath in and breathe out. Do that again. Fill up and empty. One more breath. Reach up, look up, hands to the floor, chaturanga. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. And then warrior one, left leg. Same thing this side. See if you can stack the left knee right on top of the ankle and then ground both your heels straight down. Breathe in and breathe out. That's it. Fill up. Sink your hips down a little lower. Take one more breath. Reach up, look up, and then take your hands to the mat, chaturanga. Flow through up dog, downward facing dog, and then 5 breaths here. And on this one, guys, now if you're feeling like pumped up or maybe you're just ready, like maybe you start to jump up into some handstands. Yeah, Michael, like go for it. Yes, Watson. Ground your palms, like press them through your mat. Take one more breath in. Breath out. Inhale to your toes, bend your knees, jump to your hands. Halfway lift, forward fold, chair pose, just one breath. Bow forward, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, warrior one, right side. Ground through your feet, reach your hands high, and then hands to the floor, flow through. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale, warrior one on the left. Press your feet down, fingers up, and then fingers right back to the floor. Flow through up dog, down dog, and then take 5 breaths. Right, what do you want from this practice today? Right, do you want to feel energized? Right, like it's the beginning of the week and you want more of it? Yeah, you get to choose where you are. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale to your toes, bend your knees, look forward, jump. Halfway lift, forward fold, mountain, oops, now chair pose. Forward fold, halfway lift. I got excited. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, right and left sides, right? Go with your breath. Yeah, chaturanga on the exhales. Yeah, you guys know what you're up to in this like part of the practice. So just flow through, connecting breath with movement. Beautiful. Nice. And we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Everyone take a breath in through your nose and sigh it out your mouth. And then let's do this. Bring your big toes to touch, take your knees wide, and take 5 jumps for joy, right? Just getting your hips up in the air and say what brings you joy. Like maybe there's someone around you and it feels awkward, like weird them out. Yeah, like maybe it's puppies, like tiny dogs running past your screen, or sweating in this space. And then forward fold at the top of your mat. Nice, Brooke. Halfway lift, reset. Forward fold, chair pose. This time I got it. Bow forward. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing, warrior one, right and left sides. Move on your own. Yeah, go with your flow. Right? And be in this space of creating like what you want from your practice today. Beautiful, guys. And we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up towards the ceiling and then flip your dog, flip it over. Yeah. Squeeze your shoulder blades into your spine and let your head be heavy. Drop it back. Right, that's it, John. Press your heels into the floor and press your hips way up towards the ceiling or the sky. Take one more breath here. Come over into high plank. Go to side plank. Right hand is down, left hand lifts. Nice. Yeah, and then go for what you want, like what you want from this practice today. Yeah, Elena, like your fullest, like biggest expression. That's it, Mackenzie. Take one more breath. Now go to chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Step your right foot forward for crescent lunge. Yeah, nice. How are you guys doing? Are you guys sweating? Like thumbs up? Yeah, I got some head shakes. There we go. Now reach your fingers up towards the ceiling and then activate the back leg. So press the back of the left knee up towards the sky. Take a breath in. Sink your hips a little lower. Now inhale your hands to heart center. On your exhale, twist to the right. Yes. Use this left elbow to spin your right lung up towards the ceiling. Take a breath and then twist. Do that again. Big breath. Now, big twist. You got it, Kevin. One more breath. Yeah, one more twist. Now open it up into warrior two. And you usually got it until the teacher says you got it. And then you fall out, right? Take your gaze over your front middle finger. Okay, and just let your legs be really strong here. Press your heels down through the floor. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Reach your right arm up and back behind you. Nice, Lisa. Extended side angle. And then 5 breaths here for you guys to play, right? Like my practice is all about like opportunity. So what can you accomplish here? Maybe it's a bind, half, or full. Yeah, Savannah, maybe you're using your strong legs to float your arms. Everyone stay here for 3. Chaturanga in 2, and then lower through. Yeah, through your vinyasa, upward facing, downward facing. And lift your left leg up to the sky. Flip your dog. Yeah, ground through the right palm, right? And press the center of both your heels straight into the floor. Now, bump your hips up 2 more inches. Yeah, Kristen, now press them up 1 more inch, and then come back over to high plank. Go to side plank. Yeah, now you get to choose like your biggest, like fullest expression of that pose. Maybe it's lifting the top leg. Yeah, or maybe the challenge is just taking the gaze up towards the right fingertips. You guys got it. Take 1 more breath. Now go to Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Crescent lunge, left leg. I can't see everyone's back heel, but let's just give some direction for Crescent because I can see Kristen's. See if you can stack, yeah, your right heel right on top of your right big toe mound. Yes, you want to pull the right hip forward, and at the same time, you're going to pull the left hip back, like towards the wall behind you. Take a breath here, and then sink the hips down an inch. Yeah, now inhale, hands to heart center, and then twist to the left. Right? Keep the strength of your legs. Right? So it's not just the left leg, like the right leg is engaged. Breathe in and twist. Yeah, fill up. Twist. Biggest breath here. Yeah, and now your biggest twist, open it up, warrior 2. Yeah, keep the bend in your front knee. Right? Left knee stacked on top of your left ankle. Inhale, peaceful warrior, reach the left arm up and back. Extended side angle on the exhale. Yeah, now you guys choose, right? In the space of your own home. Like, what are you up to on your mat today? What do you want from it? Yeah, maybe birds of paradise is there. Wherever you are, squeeze your shoulder blades in towards the spine. Take a breath in and a breath out. 1 more, fill up. Chaturanga, empty. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Ha. Do that again. Breathe in through your nose. Sigh it out. Ha. And then Ujjayi, breathe in your nose. Breathe out your nose. Inhale to your toes. Bend your knees. Look at your hands. Jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Yes. Squeeze your shins towards one another in your chair. And then drop your hips down, I don't know, 15 inches towards the floor. Lisa G, like keep coming. That's it. Yeah, now inhale your hands to heart center and then twist to the right. Lisa just gave me that Italian, like, no, you didn't, just call me out. Yeah, squeeze your shoulder blades into your spine and stack your right shoulder on top of the left. Breathe in and breathe out. Do that again, fill up. Stay for the exhale and then come back to chair center. Keep your hips really low. Yeah, squeeze your legs in tight, guys. You got this. Inhale, hands to heart center and then twist to the left. Yeah, and you guys can do this, right? It's just a few breaths here. Take a breath in and a breath out. Fill up. Empty. One more breath. Stay. Now fold forward. Fingers to toes, forward fold. Yeah, hook your big toes with your peace sign fingers. That's it. And let your head be heavy. You want to have some activation in your arms. So you want to actively be pulling your chest down towards your thighs. Elbows will point to either side of the room. Take one more breath and then fold a little bit deeper. Come into palms to toes, forward fold. So just stand on your hands. Yeah, and I like to play don't fall on my face here. So if you want to try that on, maybe you lift up the right heel and the left. Like this is a great place to not be seen falling, right? Like no one can see you. And maybe you just levitate. Look at Watson doing some gorilla walks. Take one more breath here. Crow pose. Yeah, without like thought or hesitation, right? Like you don't have to pull up your pants or fix your shirt. Like just go for it. Adristi forward. Nice. Bring your big toes to touch if you're in your crow, and then move your heels up towards your glutes. You got it, Sarah. Stay here for 3. For 2. Now Chaturanga, jump your feet back. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take a breath in through your nose. Flubber your lips on your exhale. Do that again. Breathe in. And flubber the lips. And then Ujjayi, breathe in your nose. Breathe out your nose. Inhale to your toes. Bend your knees. Look forward. Listen, guys. Jump into crow. Yeah. Why not, John? You got to go for it. That's it, Michael. Yeah, and then stay in your crow. Hold it here for 3. For 2, forward fold. Halfway lift, reset. Fold forward. Let's do that again. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold forward, breathe out. Rise all the way up to standing, extended mountain. Then bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes. And just check in with yourself. Right? I love like just pausing in my day and just getting curious with like myself, like what am I doing? Okay, like why am I here? Come back to the intention that you set for this class. Like what do you want from your class today? And then blink your eyes open and take eagle on the right. Yeah, so right arm will wrap under the left. You want to sit your hips down low, like your chair pose. And then you're going to squeeze your thighs again, like you have that stimulus check in between the thighs, right? Maybe you get a second one wiggled in there, but like you got to hold on tight to it. Take one more breath here and then switch sides. Go to eagle on the left. You guys got some really great eagles going on. Try this, guys. Everyone drop your hips down 2 inches to the floor and then press your shoulders straight back. See if you can stack them on top of your hips. Yeah. Take one more breath and then switch, eagle right side. Nice. On this one, see if you can bring your elbows up in line with your shoulders. And now actively press your hands away from your face. Nice. Breathe in and breathe out. One more breath. Switch, eagle left side. Now you want to hug everything in towards the center of your body, like squeezing in towards your heart center. And drop your hips a little lower. Take one more breath and then release. Come to standing leg raise on the right. So you'll grab your right knee or big toe and then open it up, right, to whatever your expression is today. Create some action in your right foot. So flex your toes towards your shin. Nice. Breathe in and breathe out. One more inhale. Bring your leg back through center, kick it to the front of the mat and reach your arms straight up. Keep the right foot flexed and then lift it up 2 inches. And I stole this from my class today. We're gonna pulse your foot up and down for 5, 4. This is abs. 3, 2, go to airplane. Nice, Savannah. Keep the action in the right foot. So keep pressing the right foot straight back behind you. And then you guys want to hug your shoulder blades into your spine. You want that up dog quality with your chest. Breathe in and breathe out. Take one more breath here. Now go to half moon. Block or water bottle or tiny dog, like whatever you have close by is helpful here. That's it, Mackenzie. See if you can take your gaze up towards your right fingertips. Take one more breath here. And then fold forward, top of your mat. Halfway lift, reset. Forward fold. Rise all the way up to standing. And then standing leg raise on the left. So you'll grab your knee or big toe. And then go to your fullest expression. So maybe that's taking the left foot out to the left, right fingers to the right, gaze over the thumb. Yes, Kevin, you got it. Breathe in and breathe out. Take one more breath. Now bring your left foot back to center, kick your foot to the front of your mat, reach your arms up. Now lift your left heel up 3 inches. Up, stay, and then pulse the left foot for 5, 4, 3, 2, airplane. Yes. Bring your palms towards the floor for your airplane pose and activate your hands. So press your hands down as if like my hands were right below yours and you were pressing into me. Just thought of Titanic, like right then for a minute. Take one more breath here. Half moon. And guys, get like curious about this half moon. Like what would happen if you have that prop, but what would happen if you floated your fingers off of it? Like maybe you would fall, right? Or maybe you'd be like so strong and steady you would float. Take one more breath in and then fold forward, top of your mat. Halfway lift, reset, forward fold, rise all the way up to standing, mountain pose, and then bring your hands to heart center. Take tree on the right. And your version, right? Foot can come anywhere but the knee. So ankle, calf, thigh. Arms can express out like a tree's branches. And give yourself permission to fall over. Right? So what is the fullest expression of your tree look like? What does closing your eyes feel like? Take one more breath. And then switch sides. Tree on the left. Elise, you are so strong. Inspirational tree over there. Yeah, and then same thing on this side, guys. Like, find your fullest expression. And then just take it a little further, right? To that kind of wobbly, shaky place of like just a little discomfort. And then fall if you fall, and come back into it. Take one more breath. Release the left foot down. Extended mountain pose. Reach up, breathe in. Fold forward, breathe out. Halfway lift, reset. Chaturanga, float back. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take warrior one on the right side. And then go to warrior two. Triangle pose. Yeah, so your hand can come really anywhere on that right shin or even the thigh if it needs to. If you're bringing it to the floor, see if you can take it behind the right foot. And then stack the left shoulder blade on top of the right. And now breathe in and breathe out. Do that again. Fill up, empty. Take one more breath. And then rise all the way up to standing. Turn your feet to the side, side facing, wide leg, forward fold. Yeah, and this is really like your opportunity to go where you need to. Yeah, if you get upside down in your practice, go for it. A tripod headstand, or maybe you're attempting some little handstand hops. Yes. See if you can press your hips forward towards your big toe mounds. And then if you're upside down, slow and controlled, bring it back down to the floor. Nice, Kristen. Now take one more breath and then fold a little bit deeper. Come all the way up to standing. Namaste, front facing, forward fold. Pyramid on the right. Yeah, any arm variation that works for you. Right, so you can take that reverse Namaskar or interlock the fingers. What you guys want to do here, just like in every pose, is press your feet down, ground your heels into the floor, and then shoot the right hip straight back behind you. And now take a breath in and a breath out. One more breath. Twisting triangle. Left hand goes down, right hand goes up. See if you can get really long in the spine here. So press the crown of your head to the front of your mat and press your right hip to the back of your mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take one more breath here. Chaturanga on your exhale. Flow through upward facing dog, downward facing dog, warrior one on the left. Warrior two, open it up, triangle. And activate your legs. Right, so start with your feet. Press your heels into the floor. And keeping your feet right where they are. Squeeze your shins in towards one another. And see if you can open up right hip on top of left. Take one more breath. Rise all the way to standing. Turn your toes to the side. Take a grip behind your back. So interlock the fingers and then fold over the legs. Just an easy little shoulder rinse here. Everyone give a tiny little bend to the elbows. See if you can keep some like water and some smoothness in the joints. Take a breath. Fold a little deeper. Now rise all the way up to standing. Namaste, front facing, forward fold on the left. Yeah, same thing on this side, guys. Whatever arm variation works for you today. And if your hands are on the floor, use them to create resistance. Right? Root into your big toe mounds and press your left hip straight back behind you. Take one more breath. Go to twisting triangle. See if you can open the chest up towards the left side of the room. And press the left hip back. Breathe in and breathe out. One more big breath in. High plank. Yeah, just the high plank part though. Now stay here in high plank, and we're gonna hold it to the count of 10, 9. Yeah, ground your palms into the floor, and then really get long through the spine. Press the crown of your head forward. Press your feet straight back. Stay here for 4. You guys got this. For 3, 2, come to your bellies. Locust pose. Lift everything up immediately. Yeah, so just like flying, like Superman. Yeah, reach your hands back towards your feet. Nice, at least, yeah, like reach the corners of your mouth up, like you're happy that you showed up on this Monday afternoon. Yeah, come up one more inch. Now lower everything down to the ground. Take a breath in and a breath out. Locust number 2, lift up. Right, squeeze the shoulders in towards your spine and then press the back of your heart up. Yeah, now lift up, come up one more inch and lower everything down to the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Floor bow, bend your knees, grab your feet, and we're just gonna do one. So as soon as you have your feet, like commit, right? Kick your shins. I almost said your shoes. Kick your shins back behind you. And then peel your rib cage up off the mat. Nice, guys. Now come up one more inch. Yeah, reach up and then lower everything down. You can shake your hips from side to side. Right, or feet from side to side. Bring your hands by your chest and come to upward facing dog. Press back, downward facing dog. And come to your knees for camel pose. And bring your hands to your low back. And squeeze your shoulders in towards one another. And now go to camel, like whatever your variation looks like today. Yeah, if you find your feet or your heels, go for that. But keep pressing your hips forward, right? Away from your heels. Take one more breath here. And then rise up. Come into toes pose. So tuck your toes under your feet, sit your hips back on your heels. Okay, close your eyes and you can bring your hands to heart center or to the thighs, like just to check in again. Right, just check in with you. And give yourself permission to feel whatever you're feeling in this moment. Whatever you feel in the next. Take a breath in through your nose. And sigh it out your mouth. And then rise back up. Bring your hands to your low back for camel number 2. Yeah, and then go for your fullest expression. Okay, like the biggest expression of this pose, like to the edge, where you want to come out, like you want to back off, but just go there and breathe. Stay here for 3, for 2, and then slow and controlled. Make your way back up and just come to your backs for bridge and wheel. Yeah, as soon as your back hits the mat, I want you guys to go straight into bridge, right? No hesitation or fidgeting, right? Like nothing to change or fix. And now press your shoulders into the floor and then bump your hips up. That's it. Press them up 1 more inch. Now lower everything down to the mat. Take a breath in and a breath out. Wheel. Yeah, wheel number 1. Right? Ground your palms into the mat and then press your belly up towards the ceiling, like towards the sky. Take 1 more breath. Now lower it down. Breathe in and breathe out. Wheel number 2, come up. Yeah, ground your palms and feet and then lift everything up. Now press your hips up 1 more inch. Now lower them down to the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Wheel number 3, rise up. Yeah, without like thought or hesitation, right? Without all the fuss and the drama, lift up. Now lower it down. Take a big breath in and a big sigh out. Wheel number 4, lift. Yeah, Savannah's like been here the whole time. Like join her. Yeah, press your palms through the mat and lift up. Now lower it down. Take a breath. Let it go. Number 5, come up. Yeah, come up. You guys got this. Right? Like I believe in you and I see the strength in your arms. Yeah, now squeeze your thighs in and then lower it back down. Last one, take a breath. Sigh it out. Number 6, come up. Right? Lift everything up off the mat. Yeah, now walk your feet in towards your head. Just step in. I can't speak. Lift up 1 more inch. Now lower everything down to the floor. Supta Baddha Konasana. And sometimes it's like that. Like I think about it too much. And the words don't come out. Maybe I think about like being on my mat during this time and like sometimes I just don't want to get there. Right? I put every excuse there. Yeah, but I always feel so good when I show up. Okay, like what I want from my practice is to come out stronger than when I started. Okay, more energized, more connected. Take happy baby. Yeah, rock from side to side like a happy baby would. Now squeeze both knees into your chest and take a couple rocks from side to side. Yeah, maybe some rocks forward and backward. And then get up enough momentum that you can come into chair pose. Maybe use your hands to get there, or maybe, yeah, pop right up, Mackenzie, that's it. That's it, guys. Like come into chair and squeeze the thigh bones in. Like squeeze everything into the center of your body. Take a breath in, forward fold. Halfway lift, reset. Listen, guys, crow pose for 5, 4. I don't think about it too much. Now jump back into Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Pigeon on the right. Whatever variation looks or feels good to you today. And just let yourself be exactly where you are. Right? Without the normalcy of life. Okay, but showing up for yourself. Why did you get on your mat today? What do you want from this practice today? Only you know. Make your way back up to your palms. And back to down dog. Take any movement you need for the right hip and then go into half pigeon on the left. Then make your way up. Roll onto your left hip. Swing your right leg forward. Take seated single leg extension on the right. So right leg goes long and left leg stays bent. Fold over the right leg. If you can't reach your foot, bend your knee until you can. And then just let your head reach towards your right big toe mound. And switch sides. Take a seated forward fold, both legs out long in front of you. Okay, reach your arms straight up and fold over your legs. See if you can reach your chest towards your big toe mounds, right? Lengthen the spine. And take a reverse tabletop or reverse plank. So you'll plant your hands and lift your hips up towards the ceiling. And drop your head back. See what's behind you. And then take a breath in through your nose, lion's breath on your exhale. Stick out your tongue. That's it. Breathe in. Lion's breath. One more big breath in. Press all the air out. And then move into an inversion. Okay, anything that you want here. So it can be waterfall, shoulder stand. If you're working on headstand or handstand and you have the space, go for it. And if you're in shoulder stand, come into plow pose. And from plow, deaf yogi, knees can come to either sides of the ears. And then make your way all the way flat to your backs. And just take a supine twist. Hug the right knee in, left leg long. And take it across your body. If it feels okay on your neck, you can take your gaze over the right shoulder. And just let yourself start to release. Let everything be heavy. If it feels okay, you can close the eyes. And then come back through center, switch out your legs. Left leg comes in, right leg goes long. Supine twist. And just give yourself permission to really take what you need. And then come back into center. Take Supta Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees wide. One hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. You're just feeling you. The greatness that is in you. Take a breath in through your nose and sigh it out your mouth. Do that again. Breathe in through your nose and sigh it out. Take one more breath and hold for 3, 2, Shavasana. And giving again yourself permission to take up space. To receive what you need from this practice. from your mat, and from you. And start to bring awareness back to your breath. And come back to inhales and exhales. Bring awareness to your fingers and your toes. Maybe bring in small movements. And reach your arms overhead. Take a big morning stretch. Roll off to your right hand side. And taking one last pause. Okay, to just accept what you get from this moment. Make your way up to an easy seat. And bring your hands to heart center and close your eyes if they've opened up. And we'll end practice the same way we began, with an Om all together. Fill up. Om. And bring your hands to your third eye. The light in me honors, loves, and sees the light in each of you. Thank you guys for showing up, for being here tonight, right? For spending some time on your mat just for yourself. And together we bow and say Namaste. Give yourselves a hand.